to the Geeky Girls Knit podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Dammy, also known as Dammy's Doodles.
And we're glad to have you today. Today is not Wednesday. It's not even Thursday. However, it is Friday.
Gotta get down on Friday.
I listened to that soundtrack a bunch of times while I was traveling.
I was singing the Friday song by Rebecca Black.
Oh, I'm singing a different Friday song from the About Time soundtrack because I'm kind of obsessed. Today is Friday, the 8th of April, 2016. And this is episode 187. Yes, we are late recording this week because we were all away from home. We all ran away to 3 different locations. And then we all returned yesterday. And thusly, we're recording on Friday. And this is going live on Saturday. So happy weekend. We'd like to say a big welcome back. We love you guys. To all our returning viewers. And a big hiya, hello, welcome to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. Dammy, we have so many new people who introduce themselves in the Ravelry group. Why don't you give them all a shout out?
Wait, on that fourth one, is that meant to be 2 words for the username?
No, it auto-corrected.
What is it supposed to be?
I am not sure, but it auto-corrected.
Hedgehog January, we welcome you to the group.
I was typing it on my iPad. And
Hedgehog January.
And it apparently auto-corrected and I did not notice. Hedgehog MJ.
Hedgehog January.
So sorry. Now I'm like questioning if everything else is right.
Everything else is right.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know about the last one. It's the last one?
Yes.
Okay.
So sorry. Minor technical difficulties because I didn't take a computer with me when I went out of town. I took my iPad and it keeps trying to autocorrect everything. Okay.
So, hello. Welcome to Claire, Susie Sue from the Isle of Anglesey. I think they say that. Chelsea, who is Chelsea Page from Oregon. Oregon. Adria, who is Adria 1979 from Washington. Mary Jo, who is not Hedgehog January, Hedgehog MJ from California. Amanda, who is Ophiel from Scotland.
No, go ahead and say them all and then I'll say it.
Lisa, who is Erica Eccles from Norwich, UK. And Sarah, who is Nitty Sarah from Scotland.
Now, as I was saying, or trying to say, before the Amazon delivery guy so rudely interrupted by bringing me my parcel that I've been waiting for. I mean, come on. I was trying to tell you that Amanda, Ophiel, and Sarah, Nitty Sarah, I met both of them at the Guild Suppliers Day that I vended at last Saturday. And I'll talk about that a little more because I bought some things. I had leapt and grabbed things and was like, I want this now.
Okay.
People were very kind. They let me get my lovely things that I wanted. So it was lovely to meet them and welcome to the group. I'm so glad you've joined us. So Dammy, if somebody is not a member of our group after all of this insanity that just happened, what should they do?
Join and introduce yourself in our introductions thread because we will give you a shout out on next episode and you will be able to participate in our cows and giveaways.
That's right. All right, well, we have quite a lot to talk about, including some very in-depth information about signing up for the Geeky Puffin Knitpalooza 2016 retreat.
Yeah, buddy.
Because Sam and I recorded something while I was with her and she's putting it in her podcast and we're going to put it in our podcast because we're cool like that. We did not figure out how to Skype you in or something. Our brains were too shot after everything else to figure that out. So we'll make sure you're in the next video. Maybe the video where we discuss the layer it on cal. Talk. Maybe you and I will do that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're so excited. You haven't seen the video that Sam and I recorded
to
know that we talked about certain stuff.
You talk about stuff without me.
I know. You're going to have to watch it.
Oh.
All right. Well, we should probably get started. Here we go.
And now we're going to talk about what's on our needles.
So what is on your needles? I haven't seen you in so long to know what you've been knitting.
I was knitting the same thing I was when you last saw me.
Oh, okay.
I didn't start anything new.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm working on a super secret Outlander project.
Yes.
With this yarn.
Which is from Pendia's Jewels.
Uh-huh. I'm on US 5s, 3.75 millimeters, and this is the yarn. It's so beautiful.
It is. I love... Julia is just a color genius. I've told her this repeatedly. She does such amazing things with color. And we will show you the thing at some point. Yeah. Coming soon to a podcast near you. To a podcast episode near you. What else are you knitting?
I am knitting my Bruce Banner socks. Like,
oh my goodness, I love that they alternate. Yep. Like reverse.
Yep.
Yep.
So these are... looking in the wrong section. I'm looking in your section. These are the CC's Vanilla Cappuccino socks. They're on US 1.5, 2.5 millimeters. And the yarn is String Theory Colorworks Entanglement in the Aconite colorway.
It's beautiful. We have the camera adjusting a little bit because, you know, there's something obviously new that we're going to talk about in Yummies. But that means that we're, like, lower in the frame. And so that's why I was like, hold it higher. Yes.
So that's what I'm working on.
Okay. Anything else you would like to say about knitting?
Nope.
Okay.
It's hard to do when there are babies around.
Yes. Because you stayed with friends with the little ones.
Yep.
Wee ones. But you made some progress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I only knit on these in the car.
Oh. I didn't know if you would, like, knit on them after they went to bed.
No, I knit on the other one after they went to bed.
Oh. No, okay. I was misunderstanding. I thought you were saying I only knit on these projects when we were in the car.
No.
Okay. I get what you're saying
I
now.
knit on these in the car.
Gotcha. I understand now. Okay.
Okay. So what are you working on?
I have 4 projects on the needles because, you know, that's what happens. Ooh, sorry, the project bag kind of clinkety clinked. So I am still working, although I did not take this with me on the trip because, hello, it's massive. On my 10-stitch zigzag blanket, which is a free pattern by Frankie Brown. And I'm on US 4s, 3.5 mil needles. And I'm using some Knitting Goddess yarn right now. So you'll see that I finished this purple one, which I don't remember what it was. Was that Lanitium Ex Machina in the Sabotage colorway, maybe? Anyway, so I finished that, and so now I have started on this. And what this is actually, sorry for the crinkling, it's a gradient set from the Knitting Goddess in the Shades of Pink colorway. It's a 75-25, but it's British BFL and mixed British wool. So I bought these at the Great London Yarn Crawl last year because I needed just a smidge, like a mini skein, to finish a pair of mitts I was working on. And so I still had 6 mini skeins, and so I'm going to gradiate them as a stripe. So I need to get back to work on that now that I am home. And then I am working on a pair of socks for the Hubs' birthday. I did not take these with me, so this is only the progress that I made before I left. So this is my French Vanilla Cappuccino sock pattern. It's on US 1.5, 2.5 mil needles, and it's Worcestershire Spinner Signature 4-ply in the Bullfinch colorway. So I finished the foot and the heel, and I have just done like 2 rows on the leg. And yes, that's a unicorn. It's Scotland's national animal. It really is. Google it. It really is. So I'm working on those. And then what I took with me to knit on, which I actually cast it on, but I'm working on my Fashion Week socks. Named that because that's the colorway name. And this is also using my French Vanilla Cappuccino sock pattern. I'm on US 1.5, 2.5 mil needles, and I'm using Knit Circus Greatest of Ease in the Fashion Week colorway. And these were 2 gradient cakes that were wound to match. So I only have this much left of the first one. So I did you can see the colors better like this. So I did the whole foot and did the heel. And then now I'm working on the leg. And I think what I'm going to do for the other one is start in the middle, start with the orange, and so make them opposites. I think that'll look pretty cute. So that's what I'm working on for myself. And then I also took with me my Insanely Bright Contours, which is a shawl by Louise Tilbrook. And I'm on US 8's 5mm needles, and I'm using Kettle Yarn, Islington DK, and 4-ply held double because I made a shopping mistake in the Para Pachkata colorway, Ginger's Hand-Dyed Splendor DK in the Liquid Sunshine colorway, and Lanitium Ex Machina Merino DK Twist in the Cherry Cabaret colorway. Now, I am modifying Louise's pattern because I wanted to use more yarn, and I want
pink.
Yes, more pink, but I also wanted it to be deeper than the pattern calls for. So I have used all of the first skein, the DK skein of the Kettle Yarn, and then I started with the Liquid Sunshine and alternating that with the Kettle Yarn 4-ply held double. So I still have this much of the Liquid Sunshine, and I'm not sure how many more repeats I'm going to do, because then I also need to alternate the kettle with this Cherry Cabaret, and the shawl will be bound off in the Cherry Cabaret. So I'm making progress on it. I had a yarn barf last night that Dammy and I had to rescue. Of course, it happened on the train, and I think it was just because of the fiber content and the fact that I was pulling from the inside and the outside, and it just got snagged somewhere in there as I was pulling it out, and then made a knot. So it was nothing, there was nothing wrong with the yarn. It just happened to get caught, and we had to play with it. So, but it is big. I can't even hold it the full way out because the needles aren't long enough. And these are my 42-inch long cable ones. So it's going to be fairly large. But who does not want a large, insanely bright colored shawl to wear? Because I sure do. Alright, well, I do have just one finished object this week, I think. So we should move on and talk about it.
And now we're going to talk about her finished object.
Yes, so this is this week's preemie hat. This is number 14 for the year. It's from my free top-down preemie hat pattern on Ravelry. And this was done on US 6 4mm needles. And the yellow is Rowan Lima in the Puno colorway. And I held it double with some chocolate brown hand spun. And it looks to me, which house is it?
Gryffindor.
It reminds me of Harry Potter Gryffindor house. Even though it's brown and not burgundy. It just has a similar, it's in that same family. Did I tell you I went into the Harry Potter store at the train station?
No.
They've expanded it. It's way bigger now. They took over like where...
I need to go back.
Yeah. We have to go back.
Where did they take over? They
took over, there was a bookstore.
Oh.
And they took over, and so it's like a big space.
Oh, that bookstore where we got the magnets.
Yes. But I went...
It's not there anymore.
No, but I went into another branch of that while Sam and I were out and about. In fact, that's where I got you that fun... You know what I'm saying?
Yes. It's on the shelf.
You'll find out in a minute. So anyway.
You should use it.
Yes.
Right here.
Oh my gosh, I don't know about that.
Podcast.
We'll have to see. Anyway, so I held it double, and then I love the pom-pom. And yeah, so that's my FO. And that's it. Well, we have a lot of yummies to talk about, so we're going to move on. singing Baby Come Back?
I don't know. He was singing. He was singing. I think he heard me.
I don't think he's singing anymore. So, welcome to our favorite part of the show, Yummies.
Welcome to our favorite part of the show.
Yummies. What are yummies, Mare?
Yummies are our current favorite things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies. And, you know, when you are half a week late in recording, sometimes your brain goes. Sometimes even when you're recording like normal, your brain goes. So, let's see. Let us talk about trip.
You start.
I was waiting for you to say from Enterprise.
Let's talk about Trip Tucker.
That's it.
He didn't deserve... I don't know if I should say it, because I don't know if people have seen the Enterprise finale.
If you haven't seen Enterprise finale, you should plug your ears for a second.
He didn't deserve to die.
That's right.
Okay.
So, first up, before the three of us all went out of town, I went out of town first. And then came back the same day. It was a long day. I went to the East Central Scotland Guild of Spinners, Weavers, and Dyers Suppliers Day. So this was a vendor market at their guild meeting. And there was lots of lovely people there. And I sold a lot of books. In fact, my second print run has run out. So I have placed an order for a third print run, and I'm waiting for it to arrive so I can fulfill some book orders. So thank you to each of you who have purchased a book, because it's because of you that I've run out. And I give you 2 thumbs up. There were some lovely people vending there. One of them was Eva Christie, which cracks me up because my first name really is Christie and it's spelled that way. How funny is that? And she was at the table next to me. And she opened the box, which she was setting up. We were setting up. She opened the box and kind of tipped it over so she could get stuff out of it, put it on the table. And I saw this and like made a flying leap forward and was like, oh my gosh, I want this. Okay, I'll pay you in a little bit. Is that okay? And she was like, yes, it's okay. And I was like, oh, okay, good. I must have it. This is...
Were you going to unroll it?
Oh, I probably should. This is from the Yarn Sanctuary. And it is... 75 superwash merino, 25 nylon, 100 grams sock 4-ply, 425 meters, and it's a sock blank.
Unroll it, unroll it, unroll it, unroll it.
I don't want to unravel it because I'm not ready to knit with it yet. Although, do you know how tempted I was to just cast it on then and there?
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
It's really long.
Look at all that gorgeousness.
Oh my word.
Doesn't it say CC? I mean, and it kind of matches my insanely bright contours. Except for there's no orange in that.
So I will find the right end for you to start at, because you were really bad at finding the right end.
And here, why don't you do that?
I'm good at rolling it.
And then, across the room from me was the lovely...
Oh, I found the right end.
Oh, be very careful. Don't unroll it. Across the room from me was the lovely Leona of Fluff, and also now of Rusty Ferret Yarns. And this was on the table, and I was like, oh! And I was like, Leona, I want one of those. Save it for me. And she did, because, you know, hello, pink. So this is her doll 4-ply in the Chimera colorway. It's 75-25 superwash merino nylon, 100 grams, 400 meters. And that's not even showing the true brightness. It is so amazing. Oh, I'm so excited. It'll probably be socks because we know I love me some super bright socks. And then the last thing that I purchased was, I had actually seen this at EYF. And I debated and I debated, and I didn't end up getting it at EYF. But then the lovely Jules of Woolen Flower was at the Guild Day. And she had some pouches out and then some sold. And so she kind of refilled from her box under the table, and she put this one at the very front, and I told her that she was just trying to tempt me to purchase it, because that's in fact what I did. I need that. I was going to read off of it. This is one of her tweed pouches, and it was done in a vintage wool tweed, and then it's lined with natural Scottish linen. It's got such a... I love how substantial the zipper is on it. And it's just this lovely little pouch from Woolen Flower. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. The only thing I wish is that it had a handle, because then I would definitely use it as a project bag. But I might just use it for something different. Or I might use it for a project bag. Who knows? But it's lovely. And that is not all of the lovely people that were there. There were many others. Can I have that card back so I can put it in here? Thank you. There were many, many others that...
Did you get this because it's retreat colors?
No, I did not get this because it was retreat colors.
It is.
It is retreat colors. I got it because it's pink.
She made it during the retreat.
I very well could do that. There was lots of other lovely people there. I met lots of lovely people, and it was a very successful outing for me. So I hope that I can participate again next year. I've been talking for quite a lot. Why don't you talk about your time with my bestie and her family while I get some water, and then I'll talk about my trip.
Okay, I stayed with some friends of ours, Katie and Jeremy, and their boys, Noah and Izzy. Yes.
Are you going to show your picture?
Oh, yes. Noah, the only thing Noah draws now are the planets, including the dwarf planets. So he drew this for me twice.
So adorable.
Twice.
So cute. Did he make you be a planet?
No.
Because last time we were all together, he was telling each of us which planet we had to be.
Oh.
Does he have a favorite planet?
He really likes Maki Maki, which is a dwarf planet.
Oh. And Katie said he really likes Venus as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, but y'all went on a special outing on Wednesday that I would
Yes.
like for you to tell us about.
So we went to the secret herb garden.
And I really want to go.
Yes. So it's a cafe. It's like a little cafe. They have cakes and stuff. Really good cakes. I had a cheese scone though. And but it's also like a garden. Like there's a greenhouse and herb nursery. And they have beehives and chickens.
That's so awesome.
And pigs too, apparently. And there was a sign that said, "Please be respectful of our pigs." I don't know what you could do to disrespect those pigs, but don't do anything to disrespect them.
And did the boys really like the pigs and the chickens?
We didn't see the pigs.
Oh. Maybe
But the boys-
maybe they were feeling disrespected. And so they were in hiding.
But the boys really like the chickens.
Ah.
Izzy did not want to leave the chickens.
Ah.
He got really upset.
Yes. And you were saying some things that Izzy was doing that was really funny.
Yes. Izzy really likes one of their toys. It's a kitty.
He's like, like 15 or 16 months old now?
Yeah. So he likes one of their toys, a kitty named Copper. And he makes meowing noises when he's holding Copper, which are just like little shrieks. And he really, really likes to go outside, even when it's been raining.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He wanted to go outside all of the time. Mm-hmm.
He loves nature.
Yep.
All right.
Nature boy.
Anything else you want to say about your time with them?
We went to the woods.
Because they live in the woods. Well, not in the woods, but
They live in the woods.
like they can walk across the street, their road, and there's a big, large wooded area.
Mm-hmm.
Large wooded area.
Mm-hmm. And we listened to records and watched Star Trek Voyager.
And FaceTime with me.
Mm-hmm.
Did you FaceTime with Daddy?
No.
No, he was kind of busy. Because while she was gone, the Hubs was in Durham at the
SST.
Society for the Study of Theology.
Oh.
and they were having their annual conference, and the Hubs presented a paper. I don't know what the name of that paper is. Something to do with Stanley Grins, who is a theologian who is a key part of the Hubs dissertation for his PhD. So while Jamie was with Katie et al., and the Hubs was in Durham, I went down to Sam's, Sam of Knit Run Dig, who we mention very often because she and I vend at events together. In fact, I had some of her bags at the Guild Day because she couldn't come back up for that. And then she's also our co-host for the retreat. And we planned all kinds of fun retreat thingies. Okay, I gotta show you these because they're just so cute. Look at these post-it notes that I got. A kitty with a ball of yarn. And can I just say how obsessed I am with washi tape? Look at how thin these are. So it's skinny washi tape. Isn't that fun? And apparently one of my nicknames needs to be the destroyer of phone cases, mobile phone cases.
Implants.
And plants. I have a very black thumb. But I needed a new mobile phone case. And I found this one, and I'm kind of in love with it. It is a pink and white popsicle with sprinkles. And it's not a hard case. It's squishy. Let's see. Can you see it's how
so
squishy?
It'll be hard to break?
So hopefully it won't crack like my last two.
Can you hold it by the popsicle stick?
I would know. No. It like...
Delicious.
But it is kind of cool that when you plug in to charge, that it kind of protects the thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And the Hubs was like, well, what happens when the popsicle stick breaks off? And I said, well, hopefully that won't happen, but still, it would be a very cool pink and white with sparkles phone case.
Sprinkles.
Sprinkles. Sparkles, sprinkles. And I got this lovely nail polish. Guess what the colorway is?
Colorway.
In Stitches.
Colorway.
Yes, it's a colorway of nail polish. And, oh, I brought gifts home.
Yeah. Erasers. It's the London skyline. I can't use them.
No.
They're just gonna sit there.
They're decorative.
Mm-hmm.
This is the London building eraser set.
Mm-hmm.
They had other ones, but I can't remember what it was.
I'll have to look them up.
And then your favorite thing.
Yes.
That I came home. This is actually a shared gift for Dammy and the Hubs.
But we're... Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Go ahead, you tell them about it.
Star Wars. I like it already. Lightsaber. Even better. Thumb wrestling. You heard me right. You strap the lightsabers onto your thumbs and you lightsaber it away. These are the rules. How to duel. To begin each thumb duel, the following protocol must be observed. Must observe it. Strap a lightsaber onto each thumb. Insert thumbs through page holes and interlock hands. You have to hold hands. Sorry. Before engaging in battle, thumbs must face off by tapping the lightsaber blades together and then raising each blade straight up in a salute.
And each page is themed, and so there's different rules for each page.
Wait, hang on. If you can't stand the heat, get off Mustafar. Oh, there's the one where you don't pin it to your thumbprint, you pin it to your thumbnail.
Yes.
Featuring the archaic classical form of overhead reverse grips, meaning you velcro it to your thumbnail and not your thumbprint. This is the best book ever.
She told the Hubs a while ago that this was the best book she has ever read, and the Hubs was like, I think we may need to rethink your education.
They should come out with a second edition of it once all the new Star Wars have come out.
I watched the trailer for the new Star Wars that's coming out in December.
Yep, I did too.
Called
Rogue One.
And it fits between 3 and 4.
Yes.
Is what I have been officially told.
Episode 3.5.
Fabulous. And let's see, I went to Sam's knitting group one day. We were very good in 8 Whole30. Including, oh my gosh, I should tell the story about the chili.
And tell us about the strawberries.
Well, I guess I'll start with the strawberries. She was making Whole30 guacamole from their recipe website, and it wanted you to put strawberries in your guacamole. I have never heard of this.
That sounds good.
Never heard of this. We did not do it. But she was making Whole30 approved chili, which was a recipe from their website. And yeah, the amount of chili powder that they called for was about 300% more than was needed. As we both were like, oh my gosh, this is so hot! And it was. Like, 4 hours later, I could still feel the heat. Digesting. We ate strawberries to cool things down afterwards.
The strawberries you didn't put in the guacamole.
That is correct. We were very thankful for the guacamole because that also kind of helped cool things. Let me think. What else did we do? We did a lot of retreat planning. We did a lot of knitting, a lot of coffee drinking, a lot of walking. Yeah, a lot of hanging out. So, but I'm going to put the video for the info about the retreat here in just a little bit. But first we have some more yummies. Do you want to do yours first?
Sure. So we got some sweater yarn from Knit Picks. This is mine. I have 11 skeins of it. I have just one with me. It's Wool of the Andes. The colorway is Larch Heather. It's this sort of greeny color.
But it's got some like flakes of like brown goldish.
Ah, it's heather.
And it's 100% Peruvian Highland wool. It's worsted weight, 50 grams, 110 yards. And what sweater are you going to do?
I was going to say I'm going to do the Yakushima by Justina Lorkowska, aka Letty's Knits.
Yes. And I really love, I hope that you'll wear it sometimes with a belt because I love the pictures that she took.
I need new belts. They all broke.
Well, we shall have to endeavor to purchase those. And I also got sweater yarn at the same time. So I'm going to be knitting the Archiform by Kirsten Bedigan. And I am going to do the super long size because, hello, I love long sweaters. In fact, I have a long sweater on right now. So my plan is so what I bought was Knit Picks Wool of the Andes Bulky. For my main color, I'm going to use Crush. Hello, pink. And then my two contrast colors are going to be Wallaby and Wine. So, there's that. So you may see up here, because I had to get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I had to get 16 skeins of yarn.
That's a lot.
Because I'm making it very long. So, that added a whole lot to the spreadsheet of doom for the pre-processed knitters group. So I need to get it knit so that it gets minused. Oh, I forgot. I also got this lovely Java Pearl banner. We went into a little shop and they had letters individually. However, they did not have an R, and I accidentally bought a P, so Sam sewed a leg on it to make it into an R. But they just buttoned together. And these ones, do these not remind you of sheep? They're not sheep, but they look like a little sheep.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah. So, Java Pearl. We tried to hang it all as one piece right here, but the A, not that A, that A and the P kept overlapping each other. So we spread them out like that. Usually when we record the podcast, you won't see most of the Java, but that's okay. Did I forget anything else? I feel like I'm forgetting. Oh, no, I should do that. Okay, so now you got something new in the post this week.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I got a shirt. Ow. This is the Skylar Sisters design by Karen Hallian.
What's it say at the top?
I want a revelation. And it says under Angelica's skirt. It's kind of hard to read. Looking for a mind at work. Now I have to sit back down.
Okay, go for it. Okay. It's very cute.
Yeah, I really like it. It's Very soft.
So was it like here when you got home?
Yep. I opened it.
Did the hubs try to open it?
No.
Oh, okay. Good. All right. Do we have any other yummies? That was a lot of yummies. All right. Well, then let's talk about hashtag GGK Crafty Pad. What is it?
It stands for Geeky Girls Knit Crafty Photo a Day Challenge. We have a list of prompts for each month. This month is numbers, not the TV show.
Oh, that is a good TV show. Oh, we should rewatch that.
It's on our list.
Yeah. So, this month is very cheater friendly. We're usually very cheater friendly. So you could be like really literal and be like, I have 8 more rows for today's 8. I have 8 more rows to finish this sock or whatever. Or you can totally use it as, today's the 8th of April and this happened. Or I wanted to share this with you on the 8th of April or something like that. So it's totally cheater friendly. So what do they need to do?
You need to look at our list of prompts, look at the prompt for that day, and take a picture related to it and post it anywhere you like, but we pick our favorites from Instagram.
That is correct. So, what are we about to show them?
2 photos from us that we liked and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
So here come the photos. So those were our favorite photos. It's never too late to participate. Just look at the prompt, take a picture related, post it on Instagram. Make sure you hashtag it GGK Crafty Pad because that's the only way we can find them. And yours might be chosen to be one of our favorites. All right, well, let's talk about upcoming events we'll be attending. Why don't you start?
The Indie Bro Yarn Crawl 2016. Wow, this will be the 3rd one.
Yep.
It will be here in Edinburgh, as you might have guessed, on Saturday, the 11th of June.
Yes. And
That's soon.
That is very soon.
It's like 2 months from now. Oh, man.
I know. So not only will there be the yarn crawl, but there will be an after party at the Ocean Terminal with a pop-up market.
Are we gonna go?
Yeah, of course we are gonna go.
The ocean.
So, we'll be attending that. All right. So, the other event is the Geeky Puff and Knit Palooza in Farnham, UK from Thursday the 10th of November to Sunday the 13th of November. We announced classes this last week because we didn't just announce teachers previously. So the classes with Jolie from Jolie Creates is going to be a designer boot camp and a Discovering Seamless Sweaters class. From Louise Tilbrook of Louise Tilbrook Designs is going to be 2 at a time toe-up socks using magic loop and take charge of your knitting, aka being the boss of your knitting. Rachel Brown from Porpoise Fur is going to teach a swatching class and a spinning class, and it'll be either drop spindle or wheel spinning based on when people sign up what their preference is. So we'll have to choose one or the other. So if you sign up and then end up not wanting to take the class because you wanted the opposite, we can move you to another class. And then finally, Tara Swiger from taraswiger.com, who's coming from the States, is going to be teaching a couple classes for creative business owners. One is called map making, and it's about making a goal for a set period of time and how to break that goal into small, easily to complete steps. And the other class is called Get More Done in Your Business. So we're very excited about those. So we're going to stop this right here. We're going to put in the video that Sam and I recorded. You might get some duplication because I can't remember what I said when we recorded this. And then we'll be back.
Geeky Puff and Knit Palooza the 2nd. Yes. So It's going to be held near me in Farnham, in Surrey, in south east.
I'm getting my notes because I
Yes.
know we're going to forget something otherwise.
In south east England. It's about 50 miles from the centre of London.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be held at the Mercure Bush Hotel, which is in central Farnham.
Yes.
It's about half a mile from the railway station.
Yes.
And there are many trains from London, so it's very easy to get here.
Yes, I came in on one of those trains.
Yes.
Except for I got off at Farnham.
Fleet. Yes, that's not the same line, but anyway.
But yeah.
Yes, there are many trains. And it's going to be from Thursday the 10th to Sunday the 13th of November 2016. And sign-ups, if you're on the mailing list, they start on Monday the 11th at 3 p.m. And then if you're not on the mailing list, then they'll open to the general public on Tuesday the 12th
at 3
p.m. as well.
So go sign up for the mailing list. Go to geekypuffinknitpalooza.com and it's in the sidebar.
Yes. And so what we've got is a slightly different format from last year.
Yes.
The main thing that's different is that we are not including accommodation this time.
Right.
We've decided to let people book. There's a wide variety of accommodation in Farnham.
Yes.
Lots of people, and there's also day passes available, so you don't have to,
Well, it's not technically day passes.
No,
I mean,
well, it's not day passes, but it's because every ticket is a non-residential ticket. Then you can decide where to stay, whether you want to stay in the hotel itself, outside the hotel, or you're travelling from home or something. And so
Airbnb, you could do an Airbnb possibly.
We've agreed a conference rate with the hotel, and so if you phone up and say that you're coming to the Geeky Puffin Knitpalooza, you'll get that rate.
Yes.
We've also, CC's also opened a roommates thread, because if there are many twin rooms available.
Yes.
So
if you want to share
a room and save your costs.
Yes. And if you stay on site, breakfast is included with your room.
But none of the other meals.
No.
So that's also meals are available. You can buy food at the hotel, but there's also a wide variety of options out in Farnham. From a Sainsbury's across one side of the hotel, there's a Subway, and then there's Pizza Express and
all
Bill's,
kinds of small little
cafes. Many Starbucks, some really good independent coffee shops as well.
Yeah, I mean, we walked around just probably within a 5-minute walk of the hotel, and there were so many places to eat.
Which is why we chose the location.
Yes.
It's a lovely hotel.
It is gorgeous. I was telling Dammy about it, and she said, it sounds very fancy schmancy.
Yes, it's lovely.
It is so beautiful, so beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think
also, the other major change is that we're having more classes this year.
Yes.
And we have some fantastic teachers. We had all of our teachers were fantastic last year.
Yes.
And we had people wanting to come and teach.
We did have people asking if they could come to teach.
So, yes, we're very honoured by the people who have agreed to come and teach, and so CC will...
I will tell you. So, first up, we have Jolie from Jolie Creates, formerly Jolie's Kitchen.
Yes.
And she is going to be teaching a designer boot camp and a seamless sweater class. Then we have Louise Tilbrook of Louise Tilbrook Designs. She's going to be teaching a 2-at-a-time toe-up sock class using Magic Loop. And I gotta think what we named it.
Take
charge of your knitting, also known as How to Be the Boss of Your Knitting class. Then we have Rachel from Porpoise Fur, who is going to be teaching a swatching class and a spinning class. Now for the spinning class, we haven't decided yet whether we're doing wheel or spindle. So on your application, if you're interested in this class, we'll need you to tell us whether you want wheel or spindle and what level you're at, beginner, intermediate, or advanced. And then we're gonna go with the most requested and at the lowest common denominator level. So if it ends up that you end up in that class and it's not the one you want, we can move you to another class with no problem. And then we have the lovely Tara Swiger from the US coming over to teach for us. We're so excited.
Yes.
She does the Starship Creative Business Program that Sam and I are both in, and she's amazing. She's going to be doing a couple classes for creative business owners. The first one will be map making, and that's about setting goals for, we do it for 3 months at a time, a quarter a time, but it could be done for different time periods based on things. And then the other class will be get more done in your business. And everybody will get to take 2 classes.
Yes.
And then depending on space, we might be able to accommodate some people into a third class.
Yes.
So we'll do a couple of classes Thursday afternoon, and then 3 classes Friday morning and 3 classes Friday afternoon.
Yes.
Because we listened to what people said last
Yes.
year, and we did not schedule classes during the market this year.
No. And the market's going to be slightly different as well. So there's going to be no classes during the market.
Yes.
So there's going to be 2 distinct periods where in the morning it's retreat attendees only, but in the afternoon after lunch, it's going to be open to the public. So
Yes.
even if you can't make the full event, come and see. We've already got some fantastic vendors lined up,
Oh my goodness.
and we're really excited.
I need to start saving my pennies now.
Yes.
My pences, sorry. I have my pennies from
They are pennies still.
that's true. Now that I bought all this stuff that I bought at EYS.
Yes. Yes, even without people following us around with yarn saying it matches your hair.
It matches your hair, you must buy. Oh my gosh, look how bright that is on the screen.
We will be visible from space. People across the way will be able to see.
Linda of Kettle Yarn Co.
Yes.
Yes. So we have decided on the price of £175
Yes.
per person. And that, like we said, it does not include accommodation or meals. And
It does include the 2 classes.
yes, 2 classes, a goodie bag sewn by you.
Yes.
Yes. An exclusive colorway of yarn and a pattern for it, a pattern for socks from me,
Yes.
and a pattern
For something. Probably a shawl from
shawl
me.
or cowl or
Yes.
something like that from Sam. The vendor market, an Instagram scavenger hunt. That was so fun last
Yes.
year.
And an amazing cowl, which was also huge fun.
Oh
The
gosh,
layer
yes.
it on. Honestly, we didn't stop laughing the whole time, did we?
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. And
Yes.
this year, should we tell them what the theme is
Yes,
going to be?
we have a theme.
It's going to be Star Trek.
Yes.
I mean, you don't have to knit something Star Trek related,
No.
but there's going to be special bonuses.
Yes.
If you
Because we all love Star Trek.
Yes. I mean, and you can relate stuff to Star Trek by saying, oh, it's the color of the science officer's shirt.
Yes.
Or something like that.
Yes.
More details about that. I'm looking at my notes here to make sure I don't miss anything. We have... we'll have lots of door prizes.
Yes, lots and lots of door prizes.
Yeah.
If anything, last year's anything to go by, we were
my
inundated with
gosh.
fantastic prizes. Lots of yarn,
Yes.
patterns, books.
Bags.
Yes, really
Oh.
fantastic. So,
Stunning, stunning,
Yes.
stunning. A fiber.
yes. Yes.
Needles.
Yeah.
So much stuff. So after you do the application, as long as we have space available,
Yes.
your deposit of £100 will be due within 72 hours of our confirmation, and then the remainder, the £75 that's remaining, will be due by the 2nd of September.
Yes, and we can take payment by PayPal or bank transfer or check.
Yes. Yes, or cash
Or
if
cash.
you're local.
Yes.
Please don't send us cash in the post. That's
no.
scary.
Yes.
We will have a waiting list if we do fill up.
Yeah.
We're hoping that it'll be a few more people than last year, but we're still trying to keep it
Around the 50.
around 50, including you and I and Dammy and our 4 teachers. So we
Yes.
have 43 spots
Yes.
available that we hope will fill up. If you are a vendor interested in vending at the vendor market, those applications will also open on Monday at 3 p.m. And we will have a booth option, because it's not truly, like if you're thinking like Edinburgh Yarn Festival, it's not a booth like that, but you'll have 2 6-foot tables and the square of that, so that floor
Yes.
space. So we'll have that as an option, and then we'll have a table option where you'll get a 6-foot table but no floor space. And then and there'll be a nominal fee for that, plus a donation of a door prize.
Yes.
To vend at the retreat. I'm trying to look at my notes and see if there is anything else. Oh, we're going to do a yarn swap.
Yes, we're doing a yarn swap.
And we're doing, the takeaway table was so popular last year, where people brought stuff that they didn't love anymore, or that yarn that maybe that was gifted to them, but it wasn't their colors, or bags,
or if their stash is doing. I was saying in knitting group this morning, my stash is giving me palpitations.
Yes, so we'll be doing the stash busting takeaway table where everybody that brings stuff gets a number, and we'll go around the room and you get to take stuff off the table as long as we have stuff. What else?
I think that's it.
That might
There's
be.
lots of other things, like there's going to be optional fibre, optional t-shirts, but more details about that. We've got some fantastic things lined up for the goodie bags as well.
Yes, some lovely, lovely things. And if it's anything like last year, we also will have some lovely donations from people in the fiber world.
Yes.
So that should be really exciting.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited.
Yeah, we're all really excited. We're it's something that once you're actually in the hotel, it gets really exciting. Because one of the reasons that we love the hotel is because there are lots of fantastic areas for knitting in.
There are.
There's a fireplace. There's a beautiful oak panelled lounge with 17th century wall paintings.
It was
It's a
stunning.
very historic building.
The murals in there were just beautiful.
And the bedrooms are mostly in the modern block, and they're very nice and very comfy. Tea and coffee making facilities, and they're all en suite. And there's fridges in the rooms as well.
Yes. But the grounds are just so lovely.
Yes. And we kind of thought we might have a ridiculous Knit More Girls reenactment if the weather wasn't too bad.
Not Knit More Girls, Gilmore Girls. We could reenact the Knit More Girls too, I'm sure.
Yes. But I'm not your daughter or your mum.
No, but Dammy is my daughter, so.
Well, but Lou could be my daughter.
There you go.
Well, I think she'd appreciate that. But yes, we could have a Gilmore Girls reenactment.
Because we've been watching Gilmore Girls.
We have.
Because
there'll be some news about that in the future.
Yeah. So
plotting.
So to sign up for the newsletter, go to geekypuffin.knitpalooza.com, and it's in the sidebar. And if you're watching this after the 12th of April, you can still go and see if we have any spots left or get put on the waiting list.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm so excited about the teachers that are coming.
Yes.
We had lovely teachers last year. They were so amazing. And so they set the bar high.
They did.
They set the bar very high. So so we hope that y'all will be able to attend, because it's going to be a good time.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be so much fun. So much yarny fumes.
Yes. Yarn fibre coffee.
Coffee. Yes.
They have coffee at the hotel.
And there's coffee shops.
So we could do it right, because there's not going to be a yarn crawl this time, because sadly there are no local yarn shops in the area, unless one mysteriously opens between now and then.
Somebody would have to win the lottery or something.
I might have to win the lottery, yes.
There you go.
Or, someone else might have won the lottery and be plotting it already, I don't know.
Sure. I mean, people could always do a day trip into London proper if they wanted to do some yarn shops.
Yes, exactly. I mean, as I said, the train, it's about, I don't actually know, it's about an hour or something, possibly less than an hour into Waterloo. And then you've got I Knit London very close to there, and then it's easily accessible to things like Loop and all of the other fantastic knitting shops that are in London.
Which, you could get the London craft guide from the Yarn in the City ladies and find out about all the lovely places.
That's a great idea, yes.
In London, if you wanted to do that as a day trip.
Yes.
So, we're excited.
We're very excited.
We're tired because we've been plotting for 3 days.
Walking around. We have been plotting and walking around. Yes.
And visiting. So,
So thanks everyone for watching, and enjoy the rest of the podcast, and we'll speak soon.
Bye.
And also, any questions, just email us at geekypuffinknitpalooza@gmail.com.
Yes.
And we can answer them for you.
Or post in the Ravelry group.
Yes, or post in the Ravelry group. And we look forward to seeing who signs up and releasing more information about vendors and fun things that we've got planned, like the cowl. So we will speak to you soon.
Yes. Happy knitting.
Yes, happy knitting, and have a great week. Bye.
Bye.
So, if you have not signed up for our newsletter, you need to go right this very second to
geekypuffinknitpalooza.com.
And it's in the sidebar. You need to sign up, because we will open applications for attendees on Monday the 11th of April at 3 p.m. British Summer or Standard Time? BST, whatever it means. Which is 7 a.m. Pacific, 8 Mountain, 9 Central, 10 Eastern, and 2 p.m. UTC. Newsletter subscribers will be able to sign up for a full 24 hours before we open it to the public if there are any spots left. So we will open those on Tuesday at the same times. We will also be opening on Monday the vendor applications because, as we said in the video, we will be having a on-site vendor market. So make sure you're signed up for the newsletter, and applications open on Monday, and we hope that as many of you as possible will be able to attend. All right, I think we're ready to move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about what we're reading and watching.
What are you reading? I'm sorry, my voice is going. We may have to get some more water in a minute.
I am still reading Alexander Hamilton by Ron Chernow.
I think you may need to set some more time aside for reading.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how far are you?
I don't
Okay. Anything exciting you'd like to share with us?
remember. No.
Okay. Are you reading anything else?
Nope.
What about for literature class?
Oh, actually, I started reading Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen.
That's a good book. All right. Well, I am still reading A Travelogue of the Interior, Finding Your Voice in God's Heart in the Psalms by Karen Debajian, and I'm enjoying that. And I'm also still reading I Will Carry You, The Sacred Dance of Grief and Joy by Angie Smith, and it's a very good book. Fiction-wise, I read a lot of stuff not worth mentioning. However, the one I will mention is the second book in the Bloodborne series by Shannon Mayer and Denise Grover Swank came out this last week. It's called Replica, and I'm about probably 60% done with it, and I'm enjoying it thus far. I really enjoy Denise Grover Swank's writing, and so the first book of this was an introduction to me of Shannon Mayer, so I'm enjoying it. We don't have a whole lot of TV to talk about today because we are like 4 days behind on our television since we were all out of town. So next week you will get an epic deluge of TV. But let's talk about the little bit that we did watch before we left town.
So we are rewatching season 5 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Oh, buddy. We watched like one of my favorite episodes.
Yes.
Like 3 of my favorite episodes. That two-parter we watched. One of them is called By Inferno's Light. The other one is called In Purgatory's Shadow.
Yes.
So it's really good. The Bashir changeling.
Yes, and then we watched
The one after that was Dr. Bashir, I presume.
It was really good.
That one.
Yes.
And then in the next season, I realized is In the Pale Moonlight, which is a really good one.
Yes.
And Far Beyond the Stars.
Oh yeah.
It's a really good one. And then in the next season is Take Me Out to the Hollow Suite.
Yes. Well, we have a ways to go before we get there.
I know, but I'm impatient. I want to watch them now.
Okay. Well, we also watched some Star Trek Voyager.
Yes.
What season?
3.
And you also watched some season 2.
Yep.
Because Katie et al. Were watching season 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think if there's anything from Voyager we're willing to say. I don't really remember which ones we watched because it's been a while.
I don't remember either.
Oh, there was the B'Elanna, Tom episode.
You got really excited about that.
I did. I was like, here it comes. Here comes the beginning of their relationship. I feel like there was something that happened with Tuvok as well.
I don't know. He's a man of mystery.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's a mystery because I can't think of what happened. The hubs and I are watching season 2 of Roswell. I think we're nearing the end of season 2. You and I are watching Blind Spot season 1, and there was a guy from Jane's group that she formed that did all the tattoo stuff that was now after her and trying to kill her. Yeah.
I did not write notes for Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 3. What happened? Oh boy. episode.
But there was something about the plane.
Oh, Mac and his big little brother, Mini Mac.
Yeah.
Mini Mac.
And they had to go in the plane.
They always go in the
because
plane.
the thing exploded or something. Wasn't there an
The
explosion?
building exploded.
Yeah. See, they
There
had
are
to go.
things always exploding.
They had to go on the plane.
They always go on the plane, though.
But they went on the plane.
Yes.
Yes. Supernatural season 11. From the very beginning, I was like, oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Because it was one of those where they like showed you what happened at the end and then did the flashback thing and back and forth. So Sam was shot by the werewolf, but he wasn't really dead, even though Dean thought he was dead. And then Dean overdosed to try to get the Reaper to bring Sam back, but she wouldn't, but Sam saved himself. The werewolf shot Sam, and then Dean thought Sam was dead.
How could he not tell he was still alive?
Because his body had like shut down to where it was like almost like a coma status, where he had very, very, very slow pulse because his body was in shock. And he was unconscious.
That episode's just a hot mess.
And so Dean then overdosed to try to get the Reaper to bring him back. But then the Reaper was like, but he's not really dead. He's not dead. He's not here. But then they saved Dean. And then Sam saved himself. And killed some werewolves at the same time.
Okay.
That's what happened. It's your turn now.
Okay. Criminal Minds are watching season 11. Emily Prentice was there.
Oh, it was so special.
Yes, we haven't seen her since season 9, the 100th episode.
Yes. And then we are watching Criminal Minds Beyond
Boundaries.
Beyond Borders. I had it like, I was telling Dammy what we need to get caught up on TV-wise, but I have it, so you might know that I'm a list maker. I make lists of everything. I adore lists. Lists are so much fun. And so I had a list of what TV was on for this week and what we need to watch, but I abbreviated it CMBB, and when I said it to her, I said Criminal Minds Beyond Boundaries. And so now we have officially renamed it Criminal Minds Beyond Boundaries.
When citizens of the U.S. leave the safety of our boundaries.
That's right. And so the episode we watched was the poison gas one, where the woman was trying to kill all the guys that she blamed for her husband's death. And then The Big Bang Theory, we're watching season 9. Sheldon has a storage unit. He never throws anything away, apparently, and Amy found out his deep, dark secret. There were some pretty gross things. He has a plastic bag of plastic bags. That was not the gross thing. There were some gross things, though. And then Grimm season 5. There was the Fountain of Youth. This was the Fountain of Youth episode. And the guy with the creepy face, because he had used all the Fountain of Youth magic stuff from the Vessin, who like extracted it from people and made them old. Like overnight it made them go from like 25 to like 90. And Eve has done the spell to make her look like someone else. She's now Sean. That's the captain.
Why?
Because he is mixed up with some bad people. And so I guess she's going to
Fix it?
well, I think she's trying to find out if he realizes how bad they are, or if he is kind of not knowing, but because she knows some stuff that she's hoping he does not know. Because if he knows and he's doing these things, that's bad news.
Okay.
And that's all the television that we have had a chance to watch. But don't worry, we'll be watching television this weekend and getting caught up on all our favorites. Except Once Upon a Time is not one of my favorites, but it's the hub's favorite. And so I just to make y'all happy, I tell you what happens.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I think we need to move on to the next segment.
And now now we're going to talk about our March, April, May sheepy spring cow.
That is correct.
Guess what?
What?
It's the first one of the month. You know what that means.
What does that mean?
Prizes!
We do. We talk about the prizes in detail.
There are
But first, let's tell them what this cow is. So it runs from the 1st of March through the 31st of May, which means you have just under 2 months. It's for any project that you knit, crochet, weave, or spin that you can convince us is related to spring. And
Yeah,
apparently,
that car wants to join.
because its horn was beeping in the spring. How can they relate their stuff to spring?
In myriad of ways.
Like what?
Like colors, springy colors, Easter colors, colorway names,
Those are springy colors.
purpose, utilization, pattern name, design element, or you made it in the spring.
Ta-da! There's no whips allowed. You have to start your project the 1st of March or later and finish it by the 31st of May. Feel free, I need to change this in the show notes. Feel free to poly dip in other cows as long as it fits the rules. Poly dip was a word coined by Jilly who's vegan Jilly of the Knitting Broomstick podcast, because you don't just double dip, you don't just triple dip, you don't just quadra dip or I don't know, hexadip. You poly dip because
Hexa is 6.
What's 5?
Quintuple.
You don't quintuple dip. Oh, that one is kind of fun to say. You poly dip. Okay? Every project you finish and post in the FO thread counts as one entry into the prize giveaways. You must be a member of our Ravelry group to participate. Otherwise, if we draw your entry and you're not a member, you forfeit your prize, and we'll draw someone else. The hashtag is GGKSSK16. We'll lock the FO thread the morning of the 1st of June and draw winners on the next podcast. If you are a winner, you will have 30 days to claim your prize. There is a chatter thread, and let me tell you about the prizes right quick. So Christy, who is Christy Ray, has donated 1 coupon code for $5.50 to my Ravelry pattern store, which will get you 1 single pattern or $5.50 off an ebook. Mm-hmm. We have new prizes from Jilly, who is vegan Jilly. She has donated 2 single patterns from my Ravelry pattern store. Catherine, who is Tia and Kat, has donated 2 prizes. They are both pom-poms. One of them is the Bernay Bright Green pom-pom, and the other is the Lion Brand Pink Lady pom-pom, because I would like to steal that one, though. Boga of Knitting in France donated a set of stitch markers. And then from our prize vault,
Which has grown.
because we stash busted.
De-stash.
That's right. We have a copy of Claire Devine's Head to Toe book, a copy of Chicks Dig Time Lords, a celebration of Doctor Who by the women who love it, by Lynn M. Thomas and Tara O'Shea, a skein of Zauberball in the Fuchsian Beat colorway, and a skein of Drakenwool
Sonnenstrahl.
and apparently that this might not be the Edinburgh colorway. We think it might be a one of a kind.
Oh.
I just found this out the other day and I forgot to tell you. I think it's a one of a kind exclusive. So I need to change that in the show notes. Those are the prizes. So Dammy, why don't you tell us who has finished projects in the last week and a half?
Lots of people. A1 Darwin, Adria 1979, Ahola Knitting, Andy, Angie's Hip, Artist Girl, Vindy,
Great!
Vindy J, Cherry Pie 21, C Howard 06, CJ Bullion ×3, Krakoff, Crafty Nelly, Crazy Knitting Full, DG White, Falling Star 12, Girl in Knots, I Knit Socks 2, Little Angel SG2 ×2, Kana Soup, Muzzer Z ×8, Mystery Sewer, Napier's Knits ×5, Nataloo Kathaloon, Penny Gale, Phoenix Fire, POKDEJ, Rainbow Ange ×2, Ramona Firehorse, Rosebob ×6, VBFB, and Vegan Juliet ×2.
Great job, everybody. So keep working on those projects and get them posted in the FO thread. All right, I do believe that our next thing on the list is a question, so we should probably move on.
And now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls, the part of our show where you ask us things and we answer them.
That's right.
So, This week's question comes from Nikki, who is Nikki Hippie from London. I'm a new listener and I really enjoyed your recent discussions of your bullet journal and your 2016 goals. January has been... Oh, this is an old question.
Well, it's not super old. It's just we answer them in order, so.
January has been a crazy manic month for me, but my...
No, January has been crazy manic for me.
Oh. But my birthday is in March. Happy late birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like a good time to set some new goals.
Let's hope you
Cece,
did.
I'd love to hear how you keep your goals. You seem to smash them. Do you
Hulk smash.
use your bullet journal to track them and smash them?
Yes.
How do you choose which goals to set so you don't end up overwhelmed, and how often do you check in with them?
All great questions. Well, look, I just happen to have my handy dandy bullet journal here. And I didn't show y'all. I got this new pencil. And it just looks like one of those big fat pencils that you write with when you're learning to write. But hello, this one's a mechanical one. So I can keep using it over and over. It even has that wooden texture right there. Can you feel it?
It is wooden.
I know. That's what I'm saying. These big pencils, that wooden texture, but then it's got the plastic down. I'm in love with my new pencil. I am in love with stationery. I haven't, sorry, we're going to have confession time. I'm obsessed with stationery stuff. In fact, Sam is a huge enabler, and she and I bought a lot of stationery stuff on Etsy while I was there. But I came home with no new yarn from that trip. So, but stationery, yeah. So yes, I do keep track of the goals in my bullet journal. Here, have a ruler to hold.
Thank you.
For example, here is my list of 2016 finished projects thus far. I have 28 of them. That's pretty awesome, right? Here are my design releases thus far this year. That's work stuff. And then I do keep, so I also keep track of like what I've knitted on whatever day. And I have started putting stickers because, hello, who doesn't want stickers? Stickers are freaking awesome. So see, every day that I knit, which is every day, I get a sticker. Which is, I love stickers. And we might have bought some more stickers too, Sam and I. And then I also make lists on Post-it notes, like lists that are gonna I need to be able to see on a regular basis for some reason. So that was like a list of reviews of my book. This list I'm not showing too closely because it is book pattern ideas for my next book. I haven't showed those to you yet.
Ooh. That's not how you spell that.
Well, you know, I was just trying to get it written down. There's
Izzy had one of those. He didn't even do it. He asked for it, and then he put his mouth really close to it, and then he just went away. Well, he dropped his binky in it.
And I also have a list somewhere of upcoming designs. I'm not showing you closely because they're secret.
Thought that's a squad.
I might have to, actually I was talking about Sam about this. I might have to hire a second sample knitter.
Oh.
Because you can't knit 24 hours a day.
I can try.
But also if you're going to do that thing that we were talking about, you know.
No. Oh.
It's a secret for right now until we see what happens. That will also take some of your time. So I might be hiring a second sample knitter, but I would need that person to be at the furthest in the UK, preferably Edinburgh. So if that might be you, feel free to email me. Okay, I forgot what am I doing? Yes, I use my bullet journal to track my goals. How do I choose which goals to set? Well, I typically just will look at what I accomplished in the previous year and kind of reassess from there. So, for example, one of my goals was to release my coffee book, which I did. And I did not mark it off as done because I should do that. Done.
I have a collaboration coming up with someone that I'm not going to tell you about, but it's coming and it'll be amazing. I also have a goal to release 3 new Doctor Who patterns, which is something that I've got to get started on that. Possibly release some Doctor Who collection books. I'm working on tech editing and reformatting old patterns. Shows. I've done EYF, done. I did the Guild. And then we'll see what else happens. And personally, 1 preemie hat a week, which I have done. 14 so far. A pair of socks for me monthly. I didn't technically finish my February socks in February, but I did start them and I finished them at the beginning of March, and also did my March socks, and then I've started my April socks, which is fine because I was really focusing in February on my sweater and also getting the book released. I want to complete at least 100 projects, which I'm at 28 thus far, still with at least 38 more preemie hats, so that'll be good. Knit at least 25 skeins from stash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've done 12 so far, so almost halfway there. And that doesn't include what's on the needles right now. And to continue knitting my zigzag blanket. So yeah, I just kind of look and see what I accomplished in the last year and see what I want to carry over or change in the new year. And then sometimes new things come to me and I'm like, I think I want to try to accomplish this. I check in with them. I try to check in with them at the longest every quarter, but usually more like monthly. Now, I also am part of the Starship program that Tara Swiger, one of our teachers for the retreat, does, which is a program for creative business owners. And we do, at the beginning of the year, we do kind of a charting your stars where you're planning, looking at the whole year. But then we also do quarterly map making where you take one of those goals from charting your stars. See, this all goes along with Starship. Okay. And do that. So like for quarter 1, my one was to release my book. My quarter 2 one that has just started for April, which I haven't gotten to work on yet because I've been out of town, is to redo my website and make it even more amazing. So that is what I'm going to be working on, as well as other patterns to release. So, did I answer these questions?
I think so.
I think so too. So here's my question for you guys. How do you track your goals? And how do you choose what goals to set? So I'd love to hear your responses in the episode thread, and I'm sure that Nikki would too. So thank you, Nikki, for a great question. Dammy, if somebody has a question for us, what should they do?
Go to our Ask the Geeky Girls thread in our Ravelry group and post it.
That's right. All right, I think we're ready to move on to the next segment. We made it to the end of the show.
Yep.
Wow. It feels like we did that really fast, but I don't think we did do it very fast. No. So, a reminder of our 52 weeks of Charity Cal. The details for this are in the Ravelry group, and we talk about it on the second podcast of every month, which will be next week. Dammy is smirking because she knows what we're about to do after the credits. You have to wait. We have to get through this part first. Okay? We'd like to say a huge thank you. We love you guys. To our Patreon sponsors. This is a way of supporting the podcast through a monthly donation to the podcast. If you'd like more details, you can go to
Ask the Geeky Girl. No. That's not where you can go.
We've already done Ask the Geeky Girls.
You can go to patreon.com/geekygirlsknit.
Patreon.com/geekygirlsknit because she's laughing.
That's what I said.
Yes, but you're laughing in the middle of it. So I want to make sure they could understand. And if you become one of our patrons on Patreon, you get rewards. In fact, I just dealt with monthly rewards this morning. So, If you would like to make just a one-time donation, you can go to our website.
GeekyGirlsKnit.com.
And there is a PayPal button at the top of the page. You can also help support the podcast by shopping on Amazon, amazon.com or .co.uk. If you click through our website before you go to shop, Amazon gives us a little money back, and that helps pay for postage for shipping prizes, which shipping to go to the U.S. has gone up exorbitantly, which is not a good thing. But that we're gonna keep on because we love to give prizes to y'all. So yeah, it doesn't cost you anything extra. It's just a way Amazon gives us a little money back based on what you purchase. So make sure and click through our website,
GeekyGirlsKnit.com,
before you go shop on Amazon. All right, I think that is everything. Why don't you tell them where to find us online?
You can find us at GeekyGirlsKnit.com. There are links to everywhere else we are online: YouTube, iTunes, Revelry, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
That's right. So with that, we're going to tell you goodbye. We'll be back to our normal schedule next week. No fear, we'll be back on track and working steadily towards our 200th episode.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have many to go. What, a little over 3 months?
Yeah.
We hope y'all have a lovely weekend. I can't say rest of your week because the week's almost over. We hope you have a lovely weekend with lots and lots of knitting and creativity and family and friends who are family. And yes, until next time, happy knitting.
How to duel. To begin each thumb duel, the following protocol must be observed. Strap a lightsaber onto each thumb.
Apparently I have to be the bad guy.
Yeah. Oh, nope, it opened. Strap it on.
It's supposed to go before the first knuckle, right?
Yeah, like you're putting your thumb right on that. I can't get it on that good. Oh, good lord.
No, you gotta put it up.
I can't get it on well. This is...
Your thumb has to be right there, like that.
Oh, I'm so bad at this. It doesn't feel tight. Okay, right there. Okay. Insert thumbs through the page holes and interlock hands. Oh, wait. Then... Wait, we're gonna decide which one to do. We're gonna do two. This is very exciting. The writing for this is beautiful. Clash in the clouds. Though he has not yet finished his Jedi training, Luke Skywalker rushes to confront Darth Vader in Cloud City. Darth Vader has lured Skywalker into a trap. The Dark Lord shocks Luke and gains the edge by revealing that he is Luke's father. To win! In this duel, pinning to the page will not end the fight. Only disarming an opponent, pulling off an opponent's lightsaber strap with the blade, will count as victory. Do you hear this? Okay. Reveal a shocking secret after winning. Do you have a shocking secret to reveal after winning, if you win? I do.
I'll come up with something.
Bonus challenge. Once a player is disarmed or loses a hand in battle, try continuing the duel by having both players switch thumbs. Okay, you ready?
Okay, wait, I forgot how I have to win.
You have to take my thing off.
Okay, so that means see the top of it needs to be, your top of your thumb needs to be even with that part.
Oh. Like that?
No, go, see, do you see how, like, it's...
It does not feel like this is on tight at all.
It is.
It doesn't feel like it.
Okay.
Oh, we have to salute.
Okay.
Have to tap them together and straight up. Okay. Oh, this is not on tight at all. This is our longest in segment thing ever.
We should have prepped and had these on already.
I was making it dramatic by reading the rules. and then I have to read the thing. Okay.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Okay.
So we have to tap them together.
Yeah. Boop. And straight up. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go! I won! Okay, I'm gonna reveal a shocking secret. Bashir is my favorite Star Trek character ever.
That is not a shocking secret.
Yes, it is. Well, that was really quick. I'm so glad. Okay, because this one might take a while. Balance on the bridge. In this final confrontation between Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, they face off as father and son. The Emperor watches with glee as the two Skywalkers battle each other for dominance and the fate of the galaxy. To win, one opponent must pin the other's lightsaber to one of the reactor bridge railings. Hold the lightsaber to the page. For a count of 3, the combatant is defenseless to the incoming blast of Force lightning from a cackling Emperor.
Ha 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 ha!
The power of the thumb will bring balance to the Force.
So we have to hold down to the railing for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Tap.
Boop. Okay.
Wait, hold on. We gotta make it even.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ugh.
See, mine's coming off.
Maybe it needs to be lower.
I don't know. Hold on.
Hang on. Like, ow.
Like that, maybe?
Maybe.
So that's right above the knuckle?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we should tell them if they have not seen that Postmodern Jukebox
Yeah,
episode.
Sarah Reich doing the Tap a Weekends medley. Go watch it. She's the best. Okay, ready?
Okay.
We have to pin each other to the page.
Okay.
Okay. Boop. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Hold on, it's falling off.
You can't put your lightsaber in your mouth. No, no, no. I won. Yes. Sweet victory is mine. Yes. Yes.
I lost my thumb.
And your hand. Your whole hand. Beautiful. Thanks for watching.
Star Wars lightsaber thumb wrestling. Get it now. You and Daddy have to do this.
Oh my gosh.
It will
Okay.
be very funny.
Okay.
Okay, goodbye.